Yeah. Yes. Yes. It is your favorite Sith Lord. Returning to the arena. As you can hear, been better, but also been worse. Had COVID. Finally tapped onto that one. Let me try and get this somewhat better here. Yeah, did COVID. Wasn't great, wasn't the worst. So all in all, pretty grateful. I am extremely tired all the time. I've been sleeping, well yes, last night I slept like 12 hours. Although some of it was really just catching up on some lost sleep, but I can easily sleep a lot right now. So just trying to, I don't know why I'm turning away from you as if it could be contagious, but maybe I'm doing it for the audio. Which reminds me, we have a new USB microphone here. Hopefully the audio is a bit better than before. Let me know if that is the case. But yeah, wrapped up COVID. Well, I guess not wrapped up because it's still fucking me up, but yeah. I mean, the sickness itself was pretty much, you know, more or less kind of normal for me. I think I had something in March this year, and that was definitely, I'd say that was maybe a bit worse than this, whatever it was. I don't think it was COVID because I tested for it quite a few times, so that's pretty guaranteed. But yeah, now we only need to remove this tiredness. I will now do a bit of ASMR here, or mukbang, whatever you call it. I do need to eat a tiny bit. This is yogurt, not that you can actually see anything because it's the whitest thing right after my pale skin. Oh, and it will be all over my mustache. And my beard. There's no way to avoid this. Best I can do is best I could do is do this fast. Okay, this it's not usually this bad. Oh my god. I'm gonna need a towel or something. It's actually not usually this bad. Let me oh shit. Now I'm messing up my flooring here. Let's do that. But yeah, COVID sucked. Let me see if I can. Yes, this is working a lot better. I gotta say, this is the most bland tasting yogurt I've had in like, oh shit. I usually make a mess, but it's not usually this bad. If my girlfriend is watching this, I'm really sorry. I'm embarrassing you. I should probably get a towel. just a second. There we go. Gotta get that towel action. There we go. Now I'm an unstoppable force. Yeah. Smash this yogurt because I feel like I need some energy, but I don't want to do a full meal. Yes, the most bland tasting yogurt ever. It's from Lidl. I don't know how it's pronounced in an international way, but it tastes like metal. I don't think it's COVID that's making it. I don't know. Why is it immediately so much messier when I stand up? It's so weird tasting. That's what she said. Okay. So, why does it taste like iron? Fuck me. So the plan for today is to do this kind of, should I say, what's the word? Do this kind of a combination exercise where I'm gonna Romanian deadlift the bar downwards, and then I'm gonna do a row from that position, then return back down, and then finish the Romanian deadlift. So since I'm really still recovering from this bullshit virus, oh god, I think I might vomit. I'm just gonna probably do quite a bit of volume, and then just do a blood flow type of a thing, see where I'm still feeling good, and then call it a day. And I'm gonna combine these two exercises because well, it's convenient from a time perspective, and also the weight that I probably want to be working with both of these body parts is probably in the same range. So so yeah, that's really the, oh shit, no, we don't want to hear anything. Just want to make sure my social post has gone through, and it probably has. And let's finish up this yogurt, which is I haven't had yogurt this bad in quite a while. Okay, so this ends up the mukbang ASMR section of this stream. I do apologize for the mess, as well as the sounds, and let's start working. So what I gotta do, I'm trying this single cam setup because this way you can see more, and maybe this is better, but I will have to adjust the camera to do that. So probably going to be working in that sort of a, should I say, 10 rep range, something like that. I'm really not going to be doing a lot of counting here because I'm just going to try and focus on how I'm feeling. I'm just going to be reading my fatigue levels as I go. I'm going to focus on proper form, proper stretching, and that's about it. So let's do this. I feel so unbelievably stiff. So that's pretty good. I think we're gonna bump up the weight here just a bit. I'm definitely feeling this way more in my quads, in my hamstrings, in my grip, which you know, makes sense. I'm probably stronger in my upper back right now than I am in my posterior chain in the legs, which isn't how you want it to be, because these are supposed to be pretty strong muscles, but it is what it is. So yeah, I've got the project coming up that I've been speaking about, and if it was up to me, it would already be live, but there are some verification delays in terms of the platform that I'm doing it on, which pisses me off a bit, because it is one of the laggiest, most bullshit tech problems on a website that I've seen in many years. But I'm hoping it's going to be cleared soon, and next week we can get this thing rolling. So that's really about it. My grip is extremely tired, which is pretty normal after you've been sick. Your grip is actually one of the best indicators of nervous system readiness. So if you go to the gym and you really struggle to grip to the things that you usually are fine with in terms of weight, then it's usually a sign that your nervous system is a bit run down. It's probably better to take it easy for a moment. But yeah, we're going to see in terms of what we have going today, and go from there. So this is only 47 kilos, and to be honest, I'm probably going to stay with this weight today. Just going to try and put in more sets instead of focusing on weight, and just gonna try and grease the groove, oil the machine that is my physical existence. And I think that's enough bullshit. And I'll go into this set right here. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. I'm definitely feeling it in my grip the most. Feeling a bit lightheaded here. But yeah, getting a surprisingly good stretch at the bottom. Getting pretty far down, which is a good thing. That's what she said. Yeah, feels okay. All things considered. I'm not going to use any straps yet because it might be that it takes a while before your nervous system catches up. So if you don't I haven't done any sort of warm up prior to this. I usually, when training weights, prefer to warm up with the weight that I'm working, the weight itself, and because usually if I do any sort of cardio based warm up, I feel like it taps into my energy reserves, and then my performance lifting wise goes down. So I like to warm up in a very easy, steady way. Take my time working with the weights, and then when you start to feel really strong, then you do the working weight stuff. So I would say we're not going to do that today, but yeah, always a good idea to warm up, no matter how you prefer to do it. Let's do another set here. Take you down with me. I'm also hoping that usually after a sickness, there's usually a workout session that kind of feels like it flushes out a lot of stuff and you actually feel better the next day. I'm not sure if we're there yet, but fingers crossed. I'm hoping this is more beneficial than harmful. So in our positioning here, I'm still using the fat handles on the bar just to optimize grip training. That is grabbing my grip quite a bit. What's up, Alpha State? Alpha says, I'm also just starting my workout today. Cheers. Awesome. What are you doing? What are you working today? Today, we're doing this kind of a hybrid Romanian deadlift row just to get back into action, into the flow. Feels pretty good. This is a really, I think, a very obviously a time efficient exercise, and if you do this for long sets, there's a bit of cardio as well, depending on how good your cardio is. Mine obviously is state of the art, best of the best cardio. Yeah, good exercise, and also you're getting with the fat grip handles, you're also working the grip quite a bit, so it's good stuff. I'm probably gonna have to do these kind of giant set workouts in the future, at least, I don't know, for the next year, because I'll be pretty pressed on time, let's put it that way. So it's good to get used to these kind of combination exercises. Alpha State says, best of health to you, love your work. Thank you. Thank you for both. Thanks for the feedback and for the wishes. Yeah, I feel like I'm bouncing back from COVID reasonably well. This cough thing is pretty annoying. It's pretty superficial, so I don't think it's anything too bad, but it kind of like comes in these waves when I get really coughy and then there's nothing for, a while. And obviously it really kind of fluctuates depending on recovery and, stress and so forth. But yeah, the cough is fine, but being this tired all the time is a bit sucky. But a lot of people have said that that's been the case. Some people have said that they've been tired after after COVID for weeks. Some say a month. Some say more than a month. But we'll have to see. Again, I'm hoping that getting back into some physical exercise is going to be more beneficial than harmful. But obviously, we're going to have to assess that on a case-to-case basis. So. Yeah, you didn't tell me, Alpha, what you were gonna do for your workout. I want to know, Alpha State. Don't you don't you disregard my question. Yeah, I'm just interested in learning what they do and what their workouts consist of. You can learn a lot about stuff that way. Let's go for another rep. I'm gonna at this stage tighten the soft belt here just to make sure that I engage my core sufficiently. Now I'm definitely losing my grip quite a bit here. I'm feeling a tiny bit of fatigue in terms of kind of the nervous system side of things. So I am gonna play it safe here. Don't want to be stupid. So I'm gonna bump back down to lower weight here, and maybe bump up the reps. I try and be super conscious of like the nervous system fatigue levels, because well, that's really been my issue for the past few years. So I'm hoping this will let me put in more work. So yeah. Alpha says, today I'm training back, shoulders, and triceps. Not much a pro, just starting to get serious at this. Also working out at home. That's amazing. It's all good stuff. It's all great. You can do a lot at home. I mean, you can, with body weight exercises alone, you can certainly build strength, build muscle. You can actually have a great physique just with that alone. I think stuff like calisthenics, I don't know if I can pronounce that right, but that's a good proof of that. But definitely enough to grow. I might as well mention this now. It's not like it's been a secret. I've talked about it in many of my previous streams, but I'm working on a workout program that is really, custom made specifically for creative people. And in fact, this is what I want to launch next week, as long as Indiegogo verifies me, which is, I don't know why it's taking this long, but that's what I'm working on. And I hope it's, we made a pretty stupid video for this campaign, but I'm hoping it's interesting enough for a lot of creatives out there. In reality, I think it's good for anyone who wants a sort of a different introduction into lifting, because there's a lot of fitness content out there, but not a lot of it, from my experience, is made from the perspective of someone who didn't pick up on working out, going to the gym from a perspective of for most of the content is for people who take that stuff naturally, let's put it that way. And for me, it certainly wasn't. I was very timid and intimidated by it. So this course is hopefully going to be useful for anyone who wants to get into it from an intuitive place, but doesn't really relate to a lot of the content out there. So hopefully that's going to be interesting to enough people. So we'll see. Alpha says, COVID made me buy my own weights and stop procrastination. Yeah, I think that happened for a lot of people, which is a good thing. And that's in fact why I'm working on this space. Obviously this isn't anything except rubber mats and a hex bar and some weights, but I'm slowly building the gym here. There's going to be a power rack here, some bars, hopefully a pulley system about here, and stuff like that. So, and for me it was also in part because of COVID, because, well, first of all, gyms here were in perpetual lockdown cycles, which was extremely frustrating, especially when there wasn't, in my estimation, a good reason for it. At least here, when they in Finland, when they looked into transmissions of the virus, there was basically none, if any, contaminations of the virus in a gym space. They couldn't trace many of those back there. And also, like, some of the healthiest people you're going to find are at gyms. But also for me, because I don't actually know what kind of underlying health condition I do have. Obviously, now that I've had COVID, at least for now, let's knock on wood somewhere. This is probably somewhat of a wood material. But yeah, I mean, to me, you can certainly get stuff from the gym, depending on how well they clean up. But yeah, I sort of got sick and tired of the gyms. First of all, the COVID lockdowns, which for a large part of that time didn't make much sense by my estimation. And also got sick and tired of the gyms. I've had some experiences that are not so ideal, you know, experiences regarding like basic stuff like invoicing, like marketing, just customer service. I got so fed up with it that I didn't want to put money into their pockets anymore. I'd rather just invest in my own equipment, and although it's expensive, you know, it's still, hopefully this is something that I can use pretty much to the day I die. Yeah, I don't know. Sick and tired of gyms, sick and tired of COVID, and just want to control my own workouts and go into the next phase of this this journey and this hobby, I guess. But yeah, I think a lot of people woke up to the reality of, you know, your health, and, you know, wanted to be in control of their own health and routines. And so I think it's good that people are investing in fitness equipment and taking care of themselves. Yes. Oh, god damn. Oh, Lord. Super dizzy. Cool, good stuff. I think I'm gonna be conservative with these sets here. Feeling a bit of fatigue, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap this up with a bit of bicep curls with the hex bar, which is kind of a hammer curl. So yeah, Alpha State says, back here gyms are open, but masks inside gyms are still mandatory. What the fuck? Really? That's interesting. I tried, but couldn't work out with not enough breathing space. Yeah, that doesn't sound good to me. So, okay, here the gyms have been open for a long time. I think the last lockdown was, let me see. I think it was maybe early spring this year, and I just got sick and tired. I said no. I, you know, revoked or resigned, I don't know what the term is, canceled my membership. And I was really fed up with that gym anyway, because anything I asked them to do, they never got it right. Like, I had to always spend time with their customer service, with invoice, like billing, and it was such a bullshit thing. So I got sick and tired. But yeah, they've been open, you know, properly for quite some time. Masks were never mandated here in gyms. I don't think so. They were recommended in in shared spaces. So if you were walking to the locker room, or exiting through the hallway, they would, I think they recommend it. I don't think it was mandated. But if you saw the gym, you would understand that it makes zero sense. Like, it was this big open space, basically in 2 floors, but like all of it is the same open space. So it's such a, what's the word? It's more like a gesture than anything else. But yeah. So, but I don't like, breathing is such an important part of working out, that it's, I don't, I question the effectiveness of it as a, as a method of preventing, cases from spreading, but at gyms, because people are huffing and puffing and sweating and wiping themselves all the time, and you're touching the same equipment, so it's like, good luck trying to avoid anything from spreading there. And I think if you go there, you should accept the risk of it. Yeah. Where are you, by the way, Alpha State? Are you in the US, or? Because that's kind of interesting. I did see some cases of masks being mandatory in the US, but yeah, I mean, here, in my estimation, luckily they haven't mandated that, but yeah. The masks are, for me, if I use a mask, I have some undefined, continuous inflammation in my throat and my nose. And if I use the mask, that gets worse. And then I start to sneeze and have to blow my nose and cough. And if, I don't know if that's a better option for other people. But yeah, it definitely makes my whatever mild symptoms those are, not due to COVID, but this is something that I have all the time. So yeah, I prefer not to use them for extended periods of time, because it worsens those symptoms. And yeah, but yeah, mandated gym masks seems pretty strange to me. Okay, let's do the most strange bicep curls in the world with the hex bar. I'm going to try and find a position here where you can see something and I don't break any mirrors or desks or anything else. So I like to do like an upwards curl and then this kind of an inward curl. So this way I'm really hitting different angles. Oh. You're from Rio de Janeiro. That's really cool. Brazil. I've never been there. Looks pretty beautiful. I've also understood some of the places are pretty dangerous, but I don't know much about Brazil or Rio de Janeiro otherwise. Do you like it there? It's pretty interesting that your mandations there, or the mandatory masks, would be, stricter than here. Because intuitively, with my extreme ignorance, I would assume that people were sort of more fluid or less, restricting there, I guess. But then again, I don't know anything about the country, so it makes little sense that I would assume those things. But I actually did hear some news, I think earlier during COVID, that you had some pretty drastic measures taken there, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was at least somewhere in the lower Americas, South America. Jesus, why is my brain isn't working normally? I'm putting this on COVID and not because of my ignorance and lack of education. Oh, okay. I think one more curl set is gonna wrap this up. Oh, this is good. I feel my cough is a bit, maybe, should I say, what's the word? I can't find my words today. It's a bit annoyed by this physical activity, but usually that can also be a good thing, because it means it's actually pushing some of the shit out of my lungs. So let's do one more of these sets. This bar is only 27 kilos, so that's about 13.5 per arm. But obviously some of it is distributed elsewhere because of the bar. So Alpha says, back here, mask policy, we're very mixed. Every city had a different standard on how and where to use it. Okay, so that's kind of like a similar to the US in a kind of a state level controlled thing, I guess. Okay, I think that's good. I did some bicep curls on Friday, so I'm feeling some of that residual pain, but yeah, cool. Tells me that we've been live for 47 minutes, which isn't too bad. This was a good session. I'm proud of myself that I didn't overdo it. At least I don't feel like so. I did. If I did, then I'll know tomorrow. But there's only one way to find out. I feel pretty good otherwise, so definitely better to do something and figure out where you stand and then adjust. But yeah, hoping the worst of COVID is behind me, and that'll be it. So cool. I'm gonna hit the shower next, put some food in the old belly, and that's it. We'll be probably working out Tuesday. I'm gonna be doing other work tomorrow, but interested to see what this does, whether it's a positive or a negative. So we'll see. Thanks for hanging out, Alpha State. Glad you could join us, and I hope to see you in the future. And good luck with your workout. You gotta make those gains. You gotta make them. Cool. Take care. I'll see you next time. Finished.